Hello, lovely renegades and disco biscuits. I am so excited to announce that the fifth competitor in Fire in Doc's Booth Season 2 is none other than King Dotta. King Dotta will be well known to all those who've fallen down the Ren rabbit hole. And just to celebrate him being the fifth contestant in Fire in Doc's Booth Season 2, I'm going to play back Disco Doc's reactions to King Dotta's diss and Ren's diss, and just react to them myself a little bit and reflect on that time in the Reniverse. Okay, let's go. So King Dotta first released a diss track. I remember when all this came about, and a couple of people had posted screenshots in the rabbit hole of Ren commenting on King Dotta's posts where Dotta had challenged Ren to a rap battle, and Ren had basically said, "Yeah, let's do it." I remember there being some confusion at the time, because King Dotta was completely unknown, relatively unknown, to be fair, certainly compared to Ren. And he had a few of his original tracks on his YouTube, not many subscribers. And I remember people commenting saying, why is Ren even bothering? You know, Ren is on the ascent. His career is taking off. Why is he bothering with this dude? And of course, the answer really was within the question. Ren was raising the tide. Ren rising the tide lifts all ships, as he said. And it was because King Dotta was unknown and obscure and didn't have much of a following. But Ren saw some talent in him and he wanted to give him a platform and give him a chance, as became apparent in Ren's diss track. But let's have a look at Disco Doc reacting to King Dotta. This is Disco Doc way back a year ago when he reacted to King Dotta, Kingdom Come, the Ren diss.
King Dotta, or should that be Dasa, is the older brother of a member of hip-hop duo the BUMS, an acronym of Brothers Under Madness, who were an American hip-hop duo from Oakland, California consisting of rappers E Vocalist and D Wise. They appeared on the Street Fighter soundtrack with their song It's a Street Fight. They released their critically acclaimed debut album, Life in Time, the following year. The album was commercially unsuccessful and the two disestablished without releasing any additional music. King Dotta himself is clearly living on the past and faded glory of his brother, given that he has 79 followers on Spotify and less than 900 subscribers on YouTube.
The Doc's being a bit harsh there, isn't he? Music obviously runs in Dotta's blood, in his family, and music is a cutthroat business. It's virtually impossible to succeed. The odds are massively stacked against you. You know, so fair play to his brother for having a crack. Okay, they were commercially unsuccessful, but what they did achieve was pretty amazing. And it's nice. It's nice that Dotta was inspired by his brother. So chill out, Doc. Chill out a bit.
He offers a ghost songwriting service for other rappers on the website indieamplify.com and charges $200 per track.
True.
In his YouTube comments he has boasted of writing for 5 other artists, so has made a fortune of at least $1,000 in this way. A big bald high roller indeed. More Prosecco than champagne, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. Das's Spotify page actually says that his biggest moment in his life came from freestyling for Def Jam manager Prophet, cousin of close friend. I myself have performed for a cousin of my close friend, but that was more freebasing whilst bass jumping, than freestyling to a sick bass line.
I would love to see Disco Doc freebasing whilst bass jumping. I don't believe it for a minute. I think he's full of shit. He's giving Dotta shit, but I think he's full of shit himself. Absolute nonsense, Doc.
Anyway, that's a story for another day. King Dotta challenged Ren to a rap battle, but then quickly pulled back when Ren accepted. Dotta said that he would put out a diss track, pre-recorded and mastered by a third party, rather than memorize a few bars and perform a proper rap battle. Despite these accommodations, Dotta was still a day late in delivering the track. Well, the day has come and the diss track has finally arrived. Let's take a completely impartial first listen and see what we think. My sex renegades and piss goblins.
Something tells me it's not going to be completely impartial, Doc. I haven't watched this reaction since it went out. I don't generally sit and look back through my old recordings. Something tells me you're going to be on the renegade side here.
One take. Okay. I said I'm different. If I said it, I meant it. If you had common sense, what this nigga must have spent it. The universe is probably feeling generous to send me this brand new meal. Yeah. Let's not pretend that trends ain't why you win.
I like that. The universe is probably feeling generous to send me this brand new meal. To me, that speaks of gratitude. Dotta saying, I see what you've done, Ren, and thank you. I see you, I hear you. Cheers.
Can't be the pen cause him doping to them. The mind style probably never changed from. You make a song called Murderer. On this one I became one. I'm the king of this dissing and instigation. Since you make pain music, I give you this inspiration.
What was that? You made a song called Murderer, and on this beat I became one. That's nice. That's nice. He's referencing Ren's track.
Well, at least Mr. Dotta has made an attempt to tailor the lyrics to Ren, mentioning his latest song Murderer and referencing the fact that Ren sings about the pain he has been through in his life.
Give this nigga flashbacks of hospital visits. The price of life is whatever it costs you to finish. Oh, you a little puppy. I'm a big dog. Meaning it don't hurt if I get bit, dog. A million subs, I salute you doing well. That just means there's more people that's gonna see you take a L.
That's actually pretty decent, to be fair. Hospital visits due to the multiple gowns, hospital beds and wheelchairs in High Ren and the Tails. The plays on words with puppy from Ren saying I'm a sick little puppy, and dog as in the big dog. And Ren's recent achievement of hitting 1 million subs. Mr. Dotta is quite correct that if Ren fails, it will be in front of more people. Although that logic is somewhat flawed, given that if Dotta fails it will now be in front of the same audience.
True. I do think that Doc's being a little bit harsh on Dotta, probably just because of the climate and environment at the time. It is quite funny that he keeps calling him King Dotta. Is that just a UK term, Dossa? I'm a Dossa. I live in a DOS house. I'm actually not sure of the origins of the word, but a DOS house would be like a squat, a house that's unoccupied formally and people have moved in together. And a dosser would be somebody that's perhaps unemployed, unwashed, living in such environment. Of course, that's not very politically correct these days either. We need to help the homeless and those less fortunate, of course, not call them disparaging terms. Equally, can I just say, soapbox alert, it does really annoy me, however, when I see YouTube influencers racking up millions of views because they've walked up to a homeless person and given them a pack of McDonald's and £50 or $50 or whatever good deed it is that they've done, when it's so painfully obvious that they're just doing it for the views. It feels so exploitative. What are your thoughts?
They call me Dotta. He know them. I go to war with stars. Is you off a kilo rent? Oh yeah, you high rent. Oh, you ain't scared when you try to. But realize fool that brave niggas die too. I eat rappers like a cannibal though. Turn Ren into a rug. Now that's an animal flow. Shit.
The brave die too. I eat rappers like a cannibal though. Turn Ren into a rug. Now that's an animal flow. I like that.
If you was me, then
They were actually hard bars. hard bars. And looking back at this now, a year later, I think it was actually very underappreciated. The amount of effort that Dotta put in, but also the amount of skill with which he executed. And I'm not just saying that because he's in Fire and Docs Booth season 2. That ain't my style. Um, I will try and react to a music video from each of the contestants if they want me to make it fair. But I'm not going to blow smoke up anybody's arse. I'm always honest in my reactions. I'm just genuinely surprised actually by how good this is on reflection. Now I'm not caught up in all of the emotion of the situation and the renegades and the rabbit hole and everything else that was going on at the time. To just look at it more objectively now and listen to it more objectively, it's actually pretty cool.
I probably would have lost this pro wrestling. This the biggest body I done caught. Gotta give this nigga credit. He ain't scared that he would get it. But I bet it's gonna be the next time that he needs some medics. I said my flow was like sugar to diabetics. The froze up, he froze up quicker than cryogenics.
He needs a medic, as in illest of our time. But the reference to diabetic is misplaced, probably based on YouTube comments speculating incorrectly about the nature of Ren's illness. Dotta missed the opportunity for a bit of wordplay here. He could have gone down the renal failure route.
It's since you niggas say that Ren has skills and he from Wales, when I flood him, pray that Ren has skills. It's
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did he just try to make a quadruple about Wales the country, Wales in the sea, and gills as in breathing underwater and Ren's surname? Unfortunately, as every kindergarten child knows, whales are mammals and breathe through lungs, not gills.
for the culture, and for the ones that really.
The YouTube short clip of that about girls and so on is one of my most watched videos on the channel. And I know Dotta replied at the time explaining what he really meant. I'm afraid I can't remember your comment now, Dotta, but there were a few fact checkers coming back at me and saying, actually, you're wrong to say that. I'm sorry, I can't remember why. Refresh me in the comments.
Rap dope, bane your resistance, bring a bat and get your back broke. Seen all them weird ass movements and thought that's coke. It ain't about a pimp talking when the max spoke. Classic dope beats, nigga, I ripped them. Can't talk about bars when you too skinny to lift them. They always trying to say my flow isn't fast.
That's a good one. Surprised Doc didn't pick that up. Can't talk about bars when you're too skinny to lift them. Of course, as we now know, Ren retaliated to that comment, that bar, with his lyrics about Dotta eating cake, which was hilarious because Dotta confirmed that actually when he was watching that video, he was eating red velvet cake at the time. So sometimes the truth hurts, huh? And that's an interesting one. There were people commenting at the time about body shaming. And I think that's fair in a general context of society, and trying not to offend each other unnecessarily. Body shaming, of course, yes. We're all human beings. 8 billion or however many there are now. Are we up to 9 billion now? I don't know. Human beings are on this planet, each one of us valid just by virtue of existing. Each one of us should be full of self-worth, because we deserve to be here just as much as anybody else, regardless of our experiences, regardless of our actions and behavior. Whatever we may have done, we may feel shame or guilt, we still deserve to belong here just like everybody else does. And so in the realist sense, body shaming is not cool. Who cares if you're a few pounds overweight or underweight? It's much more about your relationship with your mental health and with your food and your own body, to be fair, which is nobody else's business. However, this is battle rap, and anything goes. Anything goes. No subject is off limits or not fair game in battle rap. Could be about your spouse, could be about your about other family members. It could be horrific. But if you've both entered as consenting adults into a battle rap, then hip hop law and rules say anything goes. So actually that was, that was pretty tame.
haymakers and slower than jabs. Well, said if you rap better, then let's hear it. No instruments, I play with guitars like Jeff Jarrett. And man, I was raised in a 4-row.
I don't agree that Ren is too skinny to lift, especially given everything he has been through. Dotta seems very insecure about the speed of his rapping. He mentions this often. I must admit, however, I love the Jarrett bars. Jeff Jarrett is an American professional wrestler and promoter who would often win matches by smashing opponents with an acoustic guitar.
When the homies had work, nigga, I sold those lines. 800 subs, a nigga feel platinum. Dropped on Knox and smacked him and got no reaction. And now the people is like, how is this happening? How'd he get here?
I did react to some of the Knox Hill beef with Dotta. I'm not going to go into it right now. It's not relevant to this video. The words are trying to come out my mouth, and I'm not going to let them.
Who was that when why did he flatten him? Ren should have had his gap when I'm over Captain America shield when I started attacking him. I'm dope enough to dish you and still give you props. Say you is creative, that's just where it stops. Like why you jump up taking knots for knocks. Now your numbers up. Ball clocks cuss. Dotta preposterous shots that hit the side.
A few lines ago, he said, I'm dope enough to diss you and still give you props. How interesting. Isn't that like planting the seed for what's to come with Ren's reaction video? Ren's reaction diss track.
Against this confidence and dominance in the skin of a rhinoceros. I saw it outshine. Who talking about mine? I brought out nines, leaving all these chalk outlines. I said it's top, nigga.
That was some decent bars too, referencing the Knox diss and the fact that Ren appears to have responded on his behalf, making it seem like Knox is too afraid to fight his own battles. Then some great internal rhymes and percussive wordplay, finishing on chalk outlines too. Clever.
Nice.
Though he could have brought that back to his original murderer line and claimed that he finished the job, leaving Ren on the pavement surrounded by a white line.
The fuck y'all thought? Hey, it don't matter who it is you talking.
That would have been very smart, Doc. Very smart.
Hey, it could be Ren. It could be Screw. It could be Knox. It could be Crip. Nigga, it could be you. I'm telling you, ain't nobody fucking with me. Hey, the king. Nah. The god, nigga. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's quite enough of all that. Overall, I think Kinky Dotta did a decent job at attempting the impossible. I started off skeptical and he did win me over in some parts. I look forward to Ren's reaction with anticipation. Bye for now, my beautiful renegades.
This one says, exclusive, Disco Doc reacts in depth to Ren, Dumb King Come, King Dotta diss. Extensive breakdown.
Let's jump straight in and react to Dumb King Come, Kinky Dotta diss, by Ren. That title is a clever play on words from Kingdom Come, Dotta's diss of Ren. Coincidentally, Dumb King Come is what I used to say to King, my dizzy old pet Rottweiler. Not when he was fetching a ball, but when he was ejaculating. Dumb King Come. Anyway, let's.
So bad. That's so bad, Doc. Sometimes you crossed the line. I think talking about watching your dog do that. Yeah, that's probably a little bit past the line there.
Get jizzy with today's reaction. By the way, if you are wondering why I am wearing these rather fetching head moans, it is because Mrs. Doc's pussycat has blown the speakers on my IBM-compatible personal computer. I had just finished mixing a banging sick boy drum and bass tune to take to the discotheque. The working title of the track was King B, Dossie in Heaven. I'd left the monitors on full blast and popped out for a cheeky skinny oat frappuccino gargle blaster latte with Baileys, when Mrs. Doc entered my orifice with her pussy cat, Ginger. Ginger Pussy jumped on my little knob and the rest, as they say, is pushjury. Okay, on to the reaction.
Oh, Doc. Let's go. Let's go.
Actually, fuck this. I've heard enough. I can now announce that the winner of the Flex Factor 2000 and Flobbery 3 is Ren Gill. Goodbye for now, sexy pissagades and Rengoblins. Just kidding. A full breakdown and technical analysis will be following, just as soon as I've had my hemorrhoids removed, and I can sit at my desk for more than 90 excruciating seconds at a time. See you soon, sweet cheeks.
I don't think that Doc ever did react in full to Ren's track. Perhaps he never got his hemorrhoids removed and therefore he's been true to his word. But I'll do that. I'll do that. Look forward to the real Disco Doc reacting to Ren's diss track of Dotta at some point in the future. Doc didn't just leave it there. That was pretty savage. The second that Ren's track started playing, he announced that Ren had won, which was very unfair on Dotta. But he didn't just leave it there. He then also recorded a diss track about Dotta himself. And this was with Joint Dale Records, and it's called Anything You Want, King Dotta Diss. Now, I just said that King Dotta is going to be the fifth contestant in Fire in Doc's Booth Season 2. So let me be clear. I am not dissing Dotta by playing this now. It's just to finish the story, for completeness of the story. It's already out there. Dotta's already watched it. I'm not trying to rub it in or humiliate him in any way. It's all part of the diss track story from my perspective, from the perspective of my little Disco Doc channel. This was an important part of it. Let's go.
Yo, my name is Dotta, and it's true that I got a lotta other names. Some call me king, a god complex thing. Some call me boogeyman, scary boo-hoo man. But now let's talk my craft. I call it mumble rap, a thunder rumble rap sung through the sock in which I fap. Get more eyes on my OnlyFans than tube subscriber fam. Cause my big brother, man, he under madness, street fight, bam. And now my kingdom has come. I'm dumb and out of cum. My new king came, but I forgot his reign. Ren rained love, and peace, and chill. I choked on his words like a bitter pill. I swallowed.
Hopefully you can see in this example that I don't just say, hey, ChatGPT or any of the other AI generative text thingies. I don't just say, go and write this song, or, here's the lyrics of a song, now write a parody. I actually put down the lyrics in a Word document, in a table in a Word document, the original lyrics, and then line by line, I'm typing the alternate line that matches the original content, but also the number of syllables and cadence and sometimes rhyme schemes and everything else. So, or in this instance, it was just a brand new song, but you get my point. You're not going to be able to get any sort of AI prompts that come up with something as specific as this, as niche as this. It's all written by me.
Followed his message of love and peace, and shat it back out at innocent peeps.
Hello, young chap. Guess who's back? Sir Disco Doc with a new diss track.
Bye.
Just one thing. Are you out of your mind? You can be anything you want. Why not just be kind? You played the race card with Ren. The same card with Knox. Incompetent and impotent. Couldn't limp out of a soggy box.
I did receive some comments on this video saying that as a white person, I'm not allowed to say the phrase race card. I'm not allowed to accuse anybody, any persons of color, of using the race card because it's not within my gift to do so. I haven't done enough research into that whole area to fully understand it, and I'm not about to try and explain something I don't fully understand or don't have a right to try and explain. but out of respect, I wanted to pause it and point out I read those comments, and I take everything like that on board. Take it very seriously.
Then along came Cliff Beat, a truly good guy on the street. He championed mental health, till YouTube took his wealth. You joined his Patreon. Asked for a reaction. He said he'd get there in good time. Then you fucked him on your timeline. Said mental health, it doesn't matter. You're wrong. It's good to talk, and have a natter.
Nah, Doc, you got me wrong. All I can do is write my songs. I've got to feed my tribe. So what if I throw the odd jibe? It's just the rap game, it's okay to be a dick. It's okay to pay for reactions, okay to pay for clicks. All the other losers do it, so why can't I? It's the only way I get followers, outsourcing to AI. Anyway, this is supposed to be a rap war. Aren't you supposed to name my songs? Use them in bars, similes and metaphors? I'll go first. Hi Doc, let me put down my device. I'll pair my screen time. Aw shit, forgot my lines. Big bots are nice.
Once upon a time, a YouTube.
This bit here confused people. Basically, Dotta was taking the song titles of Disco Doc parodies and using them in his rap, and then Doc used titles from King Dotta singles in his bars here, and that's what's counting as you see the counter going through. Perhaps I didn't explain it well enough in the run-up, but it was very brief.
Rapper mumbled sweet lullaby, dreams, sleep forever. But then Doc fired warning shots. Praise God, the wait is over. New God, whatever. You think you're untouchable, wearing that paper crown, xeroxing your lyrics as you let Nas down. You let yourself down. Turn that frown upside down. So, okay, King, do your thing, and through all your hate, I'll be your mate. Kill negatives with love, smother them with hugs. A rising tide lifts all ships. Let's give Boogeyman a plug. Let's watch his vids. Let's play his songs.
Yes.
Let's sub and move his stuff along. Let's drown his down in a sea. A wave of positivity. And if it fails, and if he ails, let's love him and love some more. He's got Viagra on tap. So loads of love back for us all.
All right, so props to Jointdale for putting that track together and all the amazing work that he's done with me, and of course on his own channel. Amazing. Go and subscribe to Jointdale Records if you haven't already. And I meant what I said at the end there. It looked like at the time, it looked like Dotta wasn't necessarily taking this opportunity that Ren had gifted him. That he was still spreading some negativity. That, from a Renegade's point of view in the community, that was the general feeling anyway. And my point at the end of this diss track was to try and do the same as what Ren had done with his, which is to say, hey, let's lift him up. Go and subscribe to Dotta. So if you haven't already, or you did and then you unsubscribed for any reason, then go and stroke his shiny bell. Go and stroke his shiny bell. He's a contestant in Fire and Doc's Booth Season 5. It's going to be lit. I'm going to bring up all the other contestants on screen in a moment so you can see who we've got. We've got one space left. We're waiting for the final final act that we've asked to confirm one way or the other, and then we'll have our full lineup. Vexo, I've given Vexo the 3 themes. He's working on the 3 beats as we speak. We've got fantastic judges with Vibe reactions, Brain Squeeze reactions, and Crow reactions. It's going to be fucking lit. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, so lots of people have been asking me to react to this. It's King Dotta Genesis Retake / freestyle. So I'm guessing it's taking Ren's Genesis beat and then rapping over the top of it. It's supposed to be great. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yo. off top, I got a lot of work to do, and you can watch me. It's just beginning. Being nice gets me respected. Controversy, got them listening. I'm winning. Trying to do what I gotta do just to make it out, so I'm sinning. Don't fuck around, cause that's the sound of me crashing out, and I meant it. That place that I was raised can't be a victim or play timid. Don't fuck around, cause that's the sound of me breaking through the glass ceiling. I'ma do me, and that's all I can be. Ain't no competition. This composition with hip hop is missing. Try the vision to get a fly position. You either out your mind or your mind is missing. You ain't never got a lot of kicking. I'll be doing numbers like a statistician. Shit on rappers and they got a pot to pissin'. Fucking with worse than C say. How could you think that he play? Live a G way. Probably think I'm rocking wife beaters like I beat Bay. I'm hot. Got the studio, now I'm having fun. Kinda like a sharpshooter who ain't have a weapon, now has a gun, nigga. I'm Dot. And this the, yeah. Oh, this the, yeah. Oh, this the Genesis. Yo. I have no fucks to give y'all. I seen some crazy shit, sometimes I was involved. It's the Genesis, the new era, you gon' love or hate. It's the Genesis, who give a fuck if you love or hate. The way the doc.
Okay, so I'm curious as to why Dotta has picked the Genesis beat specifically, other than it being banging. But he just said there something about this being a new beginning. So this is the Genesis, this is the seed of a new beginning for him. I wonder whether he's taken a new direction with his rap, or perhaps I'm just reading too much into it. I'm just gonna put it back a little bit. I think that Dotta's articulating his words much better here than I remember from the few tracks that I have listened to on his channel. You know, people have accused him of being mumble rap. That wouldn't be fair to say for this track. I think he's articulating and expressing very well. All I would say, and I mean this with all respect and to provide constructive feedback, I couldn't really tell you, despite that, I couldn't really tell you what the first minute and a half was actually about. It's only at that moment then when he said about Genesis and a new start that, you know, I suddenly clicked and thought maybe you know maybe he's using that as the theme for this rather than just as a cool beat. And perhaps I'm not being fair. Perhaps if I took it back to the start and listened again, I'd hear something different. But I really was trying to listen, and I just think thematically, in terms of delivering a message, telling a story, and not just, you know, giving bars for the sake of giving bars, it didn't quite hit for me those first minute and a half on this first listen. Maybe it'll take it again. I'm just going to go back to back 30 seconds.
Now has a gun, nigga. I'm Dot. Yeah. Oh, this the, yeah. Oh, this the Genesis. Yo. I have no fucks to give y'all. I seen some crazy shit, sometimes I was involved. It's the Genesis, the new era, you gon' love or hate. It's the Genesis, who give a fuck if you love or hate. The way the Dotta can't control his fate, it's hard to tell me I don't have the magic. Mine way too sharp to fail, if I can't cut it then I'll have to stab it. You ain't even gotta like me, but you can't deny what I do is dope. To be a bug before I seen the shit that Brody out here doing, I was losing hope. Now I...
By far the best spitting that I've heard. Technically, the best delivery that I've heard from Dotta, for sure. By far, out of all of the songs that I've heard by him, you know, this is on another level, isn't it, in terms of his delivery?
I noticed that the game shifted. Stay flame is the same mission. Nigga, change isn't a bad thing. You just can't miss it like you plain tripping. They hate to admit that the flow is nice. Punchlines like I go to fights. It's dope shit that you supposed to write. You put crap out, bad roll of dice. Life a bad bitch and I'm a winner. Rhymes all of my love letter. Every day your boy getting better. Stop bloodsuckers like citronella. I never did it for the money, but if you good at something, don't do it for free. I do it to feed my seed. So if you support us for them, you don't do it for me. I guess this the formation of something. I'm the reason that a pen exists. Genesis of brevity 2 with a renaissance. I said I guess this the formation of something, and I'm the reason that a pen exists. Genesis of brevity 2 with a renaissance. Dotta. Genesis. I just want y'all to know that. Brevity 2 on the way.
I liked it. I liked it. I think he's really upped his game. I think Dotta probably knew that by using a Ren beat and doing a retake of a successful Ren track, that it would probably get more eyes on his channel. Fair enough. It's got 2,200 views in the first 5 days. What was I going to say? And I think that he's used that, he's taken that opportunity, that platform to really hone his skill in delivery. I'm not sure I heard it from in terms of polishing his pen, in terms of like really clever wordplay and doubles and so on. I think it was more in terms of catching some nice pockets and delivering really well. Happy to be told wrong in the comments. If there's some fantastic lines in there that I just missed, let me know. Let me know. I've only just started doing these reactions where I actually sit and listen to the song in a different way, and I'm not scurrying off and doing research and following tenuous links and things to write a script for doc. I'm new to this, so let me know in the comments what I missed and what you think. I also did a genuine reaction to one of King Dotta's tracks. Where are we? Yeah, Fear of Obscurity. So go and check that out as well. We can say a rising tide lifts all ships, all we like, but that's just words, isn't it? So go subscribe, click play on some of Dotta's original music. Same with all of the other contestants in Fire in Doc's booth as well. And well, it's been a pleasure. I am the Real Disco Doc. I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.